Hello Virgo, excuse me, welcome back to my channel. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot, coming with your weekly reading for May 24th through the 30th, 2021. And we're just going to jump right into it. I do want to take this time to please say like, share, and subscribe. Also, I apologize for my absence. You know, I just try to do too much and I got slapped by sickness. But luckily it wasn't COVID-19. So let's just get into it. Virgo, we have duality, self-awareness, duality, observe, release. I like that. And then you also have frequency, flow, sound, vibration, energy, healing. I mean, these two cards work well together because we are of dual nature. We are here on the earth plane, but we're also spiritual beings. And I love that. And I think that Virgo, you understand that. I think you understand that concept, and I also feel like you're very connected. But because we have frequency here, I think maybe you've been feeling a little off, and that could be due to the lunar eclipse that's approaching. And so I feel like you're kind of thrown off your game and a little bit unsettled. I'm getting a little bit of unsettledness in my belly. When I just mentioned that. So, and remember, this is for all Virgos, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Also listen to your other signs, your sun, moon, rising signs, for a total picture and clarity. So 3 cards: subconscious, conscious, and then advice from spirit. I will clarify, and then I will clarify again. 2 cards here, and here we are, that feeling I was talking about. So we have the 8 of Cups here, and then we also have the 9 of Swords. I mean, the 8 of Cups is emotional withdrawal, right? And then the 9 of Swords is anxiety. So that feeling of being off is showing up in the cards here. Let's go with what's happening in the conscious mind. We have the 4 of Wands. So you know what you want is happiness, and I get it. And then here's Temperance. Here's that balance, duality. 2. We have the Hierophant, clarifying this. I'm sorry, this 8 of Cups and 9 of Swords. I just love when these 2 cards are represented right here in the subconscious. It always kind of amazes me. We have the 4 of Wands there, and Chariot clarifying that. You have the Ace of Cups clarifying that Temperance card. Now you should take note that you have 3 major arcana cards here. So this is something that is spiritually manifesting itself, like it's happening, right? So we're not in the gray area, we're in the black and white area of the situation when you see these major arcana cards. And then you have the 7 of Cups on the bottom, which makes sense because you've been feeling off. You haven't been able to tune into that frequency, to that instinct, and so you feel like you have many choices and you don't know which direction to go in. So in our subconscious mind, we have the 8 of Cups again. You're feeling stressed. You're feeling like you're withdrawing, like you need to retreat, you need to recharge, because we have the 9 of Swords here. So you know, you're feeling the anxiety, you know, nightmares, grief, depression. That is on your subconscious mind and is represented here with the Hierophant. Now we're talking about you feeling off in terms of your connectedness to the universe or God or whatever you call it. And this is represented here by the Hierophant. Literally, the Hierophant is normally religious traditions, conventional traditions, and so maybe not so maybe, but you're just having a difficult time tuning in, and so you're thinking about it as, well, maybe I'm failing somewhere in terms of my spirituality, my spiritual gifts. You are not. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot astrologically happening, and you're just off your game a little bit. And then you realize that. So this is why this is plaguing your mind. Like, what's wrong with me type of situation. Here you're trying to find your happy place, represented here by the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a celebration. It's reunions, it's family, and it totally makes sense because things are opening up again. So you're going to come into the situation where you're having meetups, reunions, people you haven't been able to connect with because of the pandemic. And that's going to happen quickly. So you're like, there's an event. It could be a wedding. Like, that could be at your wedding or actual wedding you're attending coming up either this week or the following week. And so you have that big event going on and you're playing that game of should I or shouldn't I go? So whatever big event that's going to happen, because you're off your game, you don't want to attend. I think you should attend. I think if you attend, you'll have fun, and that fun will bring levity back to your life and maybe release some of that tension. So if you have a big event, my suggestion is to go and have some release. In our outcome here from Spirit, it is from Spirit, we have the Temperance card. So there's going to be a rebalancing, right? So I think after this week, if you go to the event and have a good time, there's going to be a rebalancing of the mind, body, and spirit that is really needed at this time for you because you've been feeling so off. And here's the Ace of Cups, right? So the suggestion is to go out, congregate, go to an event, release some of that tension, and here's your restart with the Ace of Cups, right? The Ace of Cups is new relationships, it's proposal, it's marriage. There's going to be a deepening of some type of friendship or your relationship. So just a stronger connection, and a possible new connection is what the cards are saying. So, and it could be because you go outside that's going to happen for you. Let's further clarify. Give these a shuffle. I pre-shuffle, guys, so I'm only going to shuffle once on camera. And then I'm going to clarify the cards. No, we have to pull that. The Fool card. Having faith, right? This is very important. So here's two other major arcana cards. So this, you have to go through this change is what I want to say, right? Because that's the first word that jumped into my mouth. This change has to happen for you so you can vibrate higher. So what's happening now is the universe is kind of forcing you to your knees, and that's why you feel shaky. And then you're going to be able to tune into a higher frequency and really be in touch with your instincts here, because we have the Fool card. So you just need to go with the flow, have faith that things are going to work out okay for you. The Star card is like wishes fulfilled. So I mean, if you are single, this is your opportunity to go outside and meet someone, right? That's a definite feeling now because I have the Star card, the Ace of Cups, on top of the Four of Wands there. So it's your opportunity to meet someone new or deepen a relationship. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but it's an important relationship in terms of your life, because we have so many major arcana cards on the table. This is kind of like destiny at play here. And I love when Spirit just puts a stamp, and just finish us off here, because we have the High Priestess card present here. So if you take the advice from Spirit, this is what I'm telling you. This is transformative, right? Because what I just said, you're going to be able to vibrate higher if you could get past this little bump in the road, because you're going to become the High Priestess. We're going into stages here, right? Of connectedness, a crash, right? A reset, and then a deepening of that connection with the High Priestess card being present here. So don't worry about the choices right now. If you can delay any choices during this time, I would go out and release some energy so we can get to that higher plane. On the bottom of this deck, is the Nine of Discs, right? So the Nine of Pentacles, it's luxury, it's pleasure, it's self-sufficient, and that's because you're going to come into your own power here. So it's going to manifest not only in your personal relationships, probably going to lead to a better monetary situation for yourself, Virgo. So this is your reading. I'm Delilah Rose, and this is Delilah's Spiritual Spot.